Alrighty. Welcome to the stream, everybody. I am currently back with F1 22. The only F1 game I have, and probably will be for a while, but um, it's been probably same time as probably been a couple months since the last time I've played this as well. Um, okay, perfect. Um, let's see here. Right there, maybe? Standings, yeah. Okay. So, as we see there, Max and I have been absolutely. Well, there doesn't really show it. Um, that probably shows it. There you go. Yeah, Max and I have just absolutely been dominating. Um, Red Bull Racing is sitting very, very well at the top. Um, we are approaching a 200-point lead in the constructor championship. Um, and then we're approaching a 100-point lead over Max. That one's a little bit tougher just because he does finish second, which we only get like 3 more points than him than when we finish first, or like 5 or something. But on the season so far, I did. Okay, so I did the 2 races. Whatever the. Okay, Baku and Montreal. I raced those two off stream / off camera. Still that Monaco Grand Prix. If I play another season or race another season, which I most likely will, I'm probably gonna shorten the season and take Monaco out. And then if there's a um couple of other tracks that I don't like. Um so far I've somewhat enjoyed every track. There might have been like Bahrain might have been one that I was like, maybe I'll like Melbourne, but oh, apparently I have Hamilton as a rival now. Okay, interesting. But yeah, if we take a look at our vehicle right now, um, our gearbox was starting to go out. We only have 161 laps left expected on our gearbox 5. Um, and so, yeah, right there on the right, 402 out of 563. So definitely wanting to replace that. Haven't used Gearbox 4 yet. I finally figured out what the fuck any of this means last time I played. Um, so we do have a full gearbox if we need for like the last quarter of the season. Um, gonna use our Unit 3 gearbox since that only has 222 laps on it. I'm gonna try to get about 2 race weekends out of it, maybe 3, and then we can switch to gearbox, go back to 1 or 2, and then like I said, if we need, we have 4, and then I think we can then we can get a 6th gearbox if we need. But then right now as well, um, I think we're looking good. I didn't really understand what all of this was until a little bit ago. Like we didn't use our second unit of our our generator unit, and then probably okay, so we used all 3, but kind of wish that this was automatic, but R&D is the only thing automatic right now, but we'll see. I don't know. Okay. Which car do we want to drive? Let's do the Vantage F1 Edition. Average speed zone, why not? And then we can go to the race in Great Britain and see how well that race weekend goes. I would need 160 basically. Alright. I need to change the steering wheel. It's all 300 degrees and not. For the regular car, probably be okay. We'll see. Yes. 160. Switch it to 180. We're going again. See how the difference. Oh yeah, I can already feel the difference. That's fun. It's also been a little bit since I played that one, so I'm a little rusty getting back on the track here. For the third round, I'm gonna switch it back to the car. I think we got it there. Alright, we'll switch it back to regular steering. Right through. Shoot. All good, I'll go with you. I was a little scared with such low steering. Look at their steering range. It's gonna hurt my time a little bit. Not time, it's speed. I don't mind. Yeah, we got good letters. Even if we got silver, it's not horrible, but nice. Oh, okay, so we didn't need average, it's just only needed one round. That's stupid. Got it first round, so why not just end it after the first round then? Like, yo, gamer, how's it going? Silverstone, here we go. Yes, we are indeed racing. I'm doing a-okay. Watching a little bit of basketball. Racing. Gonna be a good time. '56 this season. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, well, we got workstation. Okay, so gonna be a little rainy during the race. So we might have to go to like intermediates at some point. That'll be fine. Okay. Our turbo failed apparently. Interesting. And then, yeah, mixed conditions. Okay, so like last half to 7/8 of the race is going to be probably intermediates to full wets potentially. That's fine. So it's going to be a little bit longer of a race then. Yeah, qualifying is going to be just a little cloudy, which honestly is what we need because of... Doesn't show my mouse, but most of the race is going to be cloudy, so... Alright. Not a lot of quick turns. That... Let's see, what is that? Turn... 1, 2, 3, 4, probably 5, 6, 7, 8. Like 5, turn 5 through 8. Probably gonna be our biggest challenge with the rain, I would assume, but... Alright, on to practice 1. Let's get it. Delete 2K26 since I haven't played. Interesting. Alright, let's get some practice here at Silverstone, see what kind of programs we can get during session 1. I also got bored of it. That's fair. I mean, after playing... After playing 2K for however long...
I've had a chat with the R&D team about the new parts, and we're happy that they've been integrated into the car okay. With any luck, you'll be able to feel the improvement, so go and give it a try. Let's get a few laps under our belt. All set, we're ready to go, so let's get the car out onto the track.
Okay, so the pit lane is onto the right. So that's probably like turn 10 through 14 then or something. That's fine. Still. Let me see if I can slip through if I can. Perfect. Anybody else is on the track? First time in Silverstone, so it's going to be a little fast corners, but depending on the weather, it's probably going to be slow. Is it loud? Settings. 89. Not bad. As a rookie, okay. Audio. I was on it. Okay, turn you down. I'll keep you up. Let's try that. How's that? Better? Okay. Is it still like somewhat loud, or is it just... You hear me and the game now? Okay.
You're leading the pack, that's P1.
Okay, let's do this. I'm gonna turn the master volume back up 1. But then... that's stupid. Why does it go black? Fine, let me... where is it? F122. Unhide and mixer. Turn you down like 5 decibels. Okay. Ah, shit. Is game and my volume still good mix, or do I still need to adjust it a little bit? Still good? Okay, perfect. Oh my god.
You're leading the pack, that's P1.
Yeah, and I can hear my engineer still just fine. That works perfect. Because it was just a little bit quiet for me, but turned down the decibels in OBS, so now we should be good to rock for a race or 2 tonight. Yeah, this is kind of like the career mode. It's been a little bit, but I was in F3 or F2 before I was starting to race in F1. That was like a couple months ago now, at least. Probably closer to like 6 months to a year ago. I think I have some VODs on it. I can't remember exactly how you start. I can't remember if you start down in like F3, or if you just start down in F2. And then if you do well enough, you make your way up into F1. This is my 10th race of 22 race weekends with Red Bull in my first F1 season. Okay, so not bad, 454. And I'm not like the hugest F1 fan, so there's a lot of stuff I'm having to like figure out. Alright, let's try to get this one. Do flying lap. Hopefully nobody's in front of me. And somebody is, damn.
Okay, your goal is to get through as many corner gates as quickly and precisely as possible. Remember to activate your DRS in the DRS zone as well.
I don't remember all the fucking DRS, 5 consecutive corners, and then don't leave the track, I think is what it said. Was it optimal third? I don't remember. Okay, clean lap. Ah shit, I didn't read all 3 of them, I was trying to focus.
Okay, DRS zone coming up, get ready to open it. Distance is on your MFD.
Okay, clean lap, so can't leave, fast sector 3, okay. So we got the 5 corners. Just can't leave the track, and then we need a fast third sector. Doable. I don't know who's this in front of me. Let's see the corner, because the only bad part about this program is I gotta focus corners, but I want to pass him. Kind of double-edged sword right now. Should be good enough though.
That's looking good. Now let's try for purple. You get a bonus for consistency if you can chain good corners together.
Finally. Oh, thank you. I just gotta deal with this Ferrari, or this McLaren up in front of me. We are going 3 laps here for this program, so we might be able to get the purple or whatever that we need on the next lap. If this McLaren ahead of us can keep pace there and actually keep his speed, where we're not catching up to him and slowing us down. Can't go too quick because I don't want to fucking bash my front wing. Okay, not bad, not bad.
Great stuff, mate. You pretty much nailed this circuit. This is a really strong foundation to build from over the course of the weekend.
So we've got the program complete, so still want to finish strong, get used to the corners and everything here. Just get used to the track and everything. Is Ricardo potentially ahead of us, I think? Might be Norris. Kind of a bad corner there, but it's fine. I'm sure within the 50 plus laps will be fine. That's generally where I learn the track the most, is actually during the race. Of course, me and this McLaren are actually racing right now. Messed up that one corner, but it was to pass him, so...
Program complete and a job well done. We got some excellent data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
Yeah, we'll just return to ground. 176 goals and 19 assists. Yep, 295 points. Hell yeah. Okay. Got 5 out of 5, so that works, yeah. Oh my god, excuse me. Dinner's fighting back a little bit. Okay, so clean sector is going to be easy. Below average tire wear, I don't know. That one might be a little tough, but halfway through the season. Shouldn't halfway be on game 41? Because hockey plays 82, I thought. Yeah. Now, if you're playing like baseball, you wouldn't even be halfway yet, since they play like 162. Should we go qualifying pace or race strategy? Was it average cornering speed, clean sector? Okay, let's try race strategy and then leave qualifying pace for practice session 2. All right. 25 games. Honestly, let's see here. Let's accelerate time, wait for the track to clear just a little bit. See if we can get it down to like 7 racers right now. We still got half an hour in P1 here, so... There's 7 racers, perfect. Yeah, let's go for race strategy. Yeah, you'll probably be cruising through the rest of the season into playoffs. Do a flying lap. Alright, does it seem like anybody's ahead of us? Perfect.
Okay, give us some good, consistent laps, please. We're looking for good data that we can work into a race strategy.
It's warming up a little bit, so we might be able to set a good time. Okay, so we need good cornering speed, I believe. Tire wear, okay. There's our clean sector. A little bit of a long turn there, but that's fine. We were cruising around 137, I think, on the hard compound. So 139 shouldn't be too bad for us to be able to complete. Yeah, we're 2 seconds ahead on this 3, so... Make the turn, there we go. Okay, lap 1 there, not
Great
bad.
lap.
Because I don't have 25.
You nailed exactly what we asked for. Keep it up.
Oh, make the turn. If I had 25, yeah, I'd probably play it, but I don't, so I play the one that I do have. Simple as that. Ah, damn.
Super job so far. We're getting great data. Stay focused.
Should we already have 50 points? Or no? The way the right side looked, I thought we had already 50. But one more lap and we should be up to 50 here. If we can get another solid lap. Right now I feel like that's the one consistent turn that I'm sucking at right now. Such a long, slow turn that I want to go full throttle, but I can't. Now, we got another practice session after this that we can have. Oh, this is still session 1, I think. If I remember correctly. So I still have 2 more practice sessions after this that I can try to get that turned down. And not suck at it.
Great lap. You nailed exactly what we asked for. Keep it up.
We could go back to the garage now, but I'm gonna finish out these last 2 laps, getting the practice that I need, especially for that one turn, which I think is the turn coming up. No, not this one. It's at the end of this, I think. Yeah, it's this one here. Come on, Alpine, let me pass. Had him on the turn, but also try my best not to smash my front wing. Which I feel like I always manage to do. Well, looks like Mercedes is having a good run here in Silverstone. Hamilton is from Great Britain, right? So I'm not surprised he's having a somewhat solid day to start practice. Russell, I'm sure he's raced at Silverstone numerous number of times, so I'm not surprised that they're probably going to have a solid race. Spin me out. Do it, I dare you. Surprised that didn't damage my left side of my wing. Obviously the right side's damaged, but I'm kind of thinking ahead right now to race strategy with tires. How I kind of want to run them. Because if we are expecting rain, do I run mediums for 30 laps? 30, 40 laps? Or do I go hard compounds up until... I don't know, I'm gonna have to wait and see what my engineers and the rest of the team comes back with. It's gonna be like half the race. I don't remember how many laps exactly Silverstone is.
Okay, test complete, and that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of...
Because if it's like 50 laps or like 53, well done. Then 4 out of 5. Stupid fuel efficiency.
We've had to spend time repairing the damage to the car.
It's fine. Okay. We're sitting at 136.1. Russell with 36.8. And I think we go to session 2. And then finish out. We do the qualifying pace. How long is Silverstone? How many laps? I don't know. Theoretical best is 1,000th of a second lower. What's your favorite car in the game? What do you mean, like favorite brand or? Because there's cars that you can like buy and just like have.
It's time to remind ourselves of our top 3,
brand,
who are Tiger, Leclerc, and Max Verstappen.
I mean, I like Red Bull as a drink. I like Red Bull as a company.
But the fun doesn't stop here, though. Join us again as the rest
And
of the
I mean,
weekend
I'm driving for Red Bull, and I mean, Max Verstappen is probably the best teammate you can have in F1. But so I would say my favorite brand is probably Red Bull. But I mean, any of like the top 4 or 5 teams like Ferrari, Mercedes, McLaren, you really can't go wrong if you're a fan of one of those teams. yeah, Hamilton, Russell, and even Norris are all UK, so like, yeah, it makes sense why they're gonna have a solid race here at Silverstone. But yeah, I would probably personally choose Red Bull if I was racing. Like if I was on an actual like route to racing in the F1, I'd probably want to race for Red Bull. But I mean, like I said, like Ferrari, McLaren, Mercedes, you're probably going to have a solid team at almost any point. Okay, let's try to... Let's do race strategy again. And then see what we get. And after this, we'll go to qualifying pace and see what we can do there. That's good. Actually not like regretting buying the game. Let's try. I don't remember exactly how to get tire wear or manage tire wear while maintaining a competitive pace. I know how to save fuel. I just don't remember how to save tire wear. I can't be as aggressive on the turns. I think that's my problem. I'm going full throttle through turns and on the exits of them. So if I can get better at that, I'm gonna have no problem. Put off the gas, brake. Ease into the throttle, there we go. Same thing, 150, brake. Ease into the throttle.
Super job so far, we're getting great data. Stay focused.
As long as I can keep the time while still managing to be a little bit more conservative in the corners, I should be good with this program. And we can move to qualifying pace and be done with practice.
Great lap, you nailed exactly what we asked for. Keep it up.
I mean, we're having good times, so I'm assuming that our tire wear's doing better.
Super job so far. We're getting great data. Stay focused.
I got one more lap after this, so if I need to, I can spend session 3 or practice 3 retrying this program. I said hopefully we can get it this time and then move on, but who knows, we shall see. Probably could have held it through there, but...
Great lap. You nailed exactly what we asked for. Keep it up.
I think it's just the exits and corners and turns that I need to not just slam the gas pedal down, but ease into it. I think that, like, the exits I'm still technically turning, and until I get to the straight, with me, like, just full throttling as soon as I get to the exit, I just absolutely screw the grip on the tire. I want to say, but I'm not an expert. If I was, I'd probably be actually racing, but... Well, thank you. You can tell I'm not, and I just completely rear-end people, but... I'd say like 90% of the time I do a pretty good job at not doing that.
Program complete.
Perfect.
A job
Okay.
well done.
I don't want to say perfect
Excellent
yet.
data with that run, so come on back to the garage and I can take you through the numbers.
Fuck. Okay. What? Wait. What do I do? How? It just kept going. I was doing worse. I was doing worse. Can I end it after like just the first lap? How do I... Apparently nothing changes when I change the lap. I don't get it. We've already gotten fuel efficiency. Well, shit. That's the only fuel efficiency? And it's to do with tires. The fuck? Oh yeah, if you can manage your tire wear, we'll give you a fuel efficiency. The fuck? How does that work? Like cornering for downforce. Makes sense. Driving a lap without leaving the track. I'm not damaging anything because I'm staying on the track. Makes sense for the electrical systems. Optimal time to recover energy for my system. Makes sense. Everything else makes sense for these programs. Why the fuck does my fuel efficiency development boost have to do with tire wear? I don't understand. It just doesn't make sense. Okay, DRS gonna be easy. I should be able to achieve good cornering speed, and clean sector is gonna be easy. Alright, let's try this. Like you would think, hey, try to conserve fuel throughout the lap to get a development boost in fuel efficiency.
Just give it everything. In this test, we just want to make sure we can lap close to our rival's pace.
I love but hate the flying lap. I love it because it speeds up the process of me coming out of the pits. But I hate it because I always end up behind somebody. And 136.8 with softs, I could probably get to 135. Already down a second, so yeah, we're already 135. We can kind of use the car in front of us to help with drag here a little bit. We're gonna get around him here really quickly, just so we don't have to deal with him for the rest of the lap. Kind of messed that up a little bit. That's fine. Still making good time. Off throttle, no brake. Fast corners here. Ah, shit. Try see if we can get back in the purple here in the last few corners. There we go, back up, perfect. Little dip, but that was just because we went off the track, which is lame. We should be able to hold throttle for the rest here. Perfect.
Okay, test complete, and that was a really good job indeed. We got a lot of valuable information out of that. Well done.
Estimated qualifying position first. Sweet. Alright. 14 out of the 15. We got 675. We got our full resource points, so I guess that's all that really matters. I still don't get the middle boost there. And like fuel efficiency is probably one of my better strong suits. Like the tire wear, if there was a boost for that, I would try to get it one more time, but I think we're good to hop into a race, especially since it's already been a fucking hour. But okay, set of 134.5. Damn. We raced 6 laps. Looks like Alonso and Hamilton have both raced 6 laps. Russell's at 5. 2 laps with Verstappen, 137 flat, not bad. What does the green mean? Outlap. Ah, I see. No? I don't know. Because, like, the purple means, like, the... yeah, I don't know. Alright, go to practice 3. Okay, it's 52 laps. Okay. That's where I see it. So, yeah, probably around, like, 25 laps. I can probably go medium to start the race. So it's going to be a two-stop strategy then for us.
And with the cars now over the line, let's see our top 3 again.
Do start to lap 25 on mediums, probably lap 26 to 45 on intermediates, and then finish the like last 6 or 7 on soft compound potentially, if it's gonna be raining. And of course, I would assume that my engineers, or just engineer, would be able to make that strategy possible, just generated already, with the knowledge of the forecast from Ollie, I think, who was the message from. So I would assume that my team would be able to make it happen. But at the same time...
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
Who knows? I will hydrate in like 2 minutes. I gotta stand the right shit. I'll finish this lap and then I'll hydrate. Drink some good of English. Drink some of the good H2O. Ah, shit. We can set a good time here, we'll be fine. 3:15 on the speed trap, not bad. .36 flat, not bad. Thank for the hydrate. Alright, turn to garage. 136 should be good enough. Yeah, Sign's already at 137.5. He's through 2 laps, so. Alright. It is supposed to rain? What's the weather looking like? No idea. Alright. Advance to qualifying. We should have finished on top again. We did.
So let's review our
two
top
hundredths
three.
of a second.
Tiger, Leclerc, and Lewis Hamilton. And that's it. Practice is officially over.
Am I blind?
Until next time, goodbye.
Oh, Max just didn't race. Okay. I was like, am I blind? I don't see him. Okay, he just didn't race in practice 3. I did 1 lap, so I guess technically 2 because I did a flying lap, but alright, on to qualifying. We know what we can do, so damn. Yeah, it's gonna be a bunch of stuff. Should make some solid progress in level 10 here with this race, but it's 53 laps, minute and a half each. That's 53 minutes. Plus 25. Hour 15-ish. Probably closer to hour 20.
Okay, that's all the checks complete. We're ready to go.
Alright, let's get it, let's get it. We're on soft, so we should be able to set a fairly quick time. Appears an Alfa Romeo got out of pits a little bit quicker than us, but that's fine. It's more than fun. I'm gonna let off throttle. Let him get ahead a couple of turns. Just kind of cruise, warm up the tires a little bit. We do have one car behind us, so probably let him catch up. Both Alfa Romeos are out. Okay, interesting. Don't remember what team this gray one is. Alright, let's hit full throttle now. Coming up on the final turns. Kind of. Here's the final turns. Should be good enough gap between us and the red / maroon team for us to hit a solid full speed lap. What happened? I can't even really see who sent that. I was just kidding. Okay. I thought somebody else sent it. Oh shit. Yeah, of course it's this damn turn, but alright. Hoping for 135, but if we get some 136, some English, if we get something low within 136, we should be good. Like I said, if I want to try to get to 135. There's sector 2, so we still have a full sector to go. 20 seconds. Sector 3, I think, is one of the quicker ones here. Zowset's 136.9, okay. We can run a couple laps here. I don't know how much fuel we have. 133? Holy shit! 135 each, your fucking heart out. Yeah, 135 should be fine. Fucking 2 seconds faster than that? Damn. What the fuck did they feed my car today? Damn. We're already putting up a 133 in qualifying. What the fuck are we gonna do in the race? If I can get this last couple of turns, we should be good.
Okay, we've only got 1 lap of fuel remaining.
Oh yeah, we can't do shit. They only gave us 2-3 laps of fuel, that's lame. God damn it. Just
Pitting
box.
this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
There's the line, okay. 3 goals and an assist, hell yeah. Yeah, 133.8, that should be more than plenty of time. I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, somebody like Leclerc or like Hamilton gets 135. I'll be shocked though if somebody gets 134. Now you're playing the doubles. Hell yeah. Alright, I think session 1's or qualifying 1's only like 15 minutes, I think. Yeah. Right there. Yeah, 135 from Russell. Hamilton with 35.7. Yeah, 25 seconds in the final sector. I don't think anybody's beaten that. There's Max, finally puts up 35.5, hell yeah. Probably won't head back out, I'm just gonna let time go. And that's how it's probably gonna finish through qualifying 1, not bad. $111 points. Are you missing a digit for your team points? Or is that just goals? 111 goals. It says we've... Interesting. So what's points team then? What's team points? What do team points count in hockey? Oh, okay. So it's like however many wins and how many wins you get. So a win is worth 2 points, and an overtime shootout loss gets 1 point, and a regulation loss earns 0 points. So if you're like 50, you're 55, 1-1. So, yeah. So 55 times 2 is 110, and then your 1 is your 111th point. Okay, that makes sense then. I was like, what? How the fuck you have almost 200 more points just by yourself? Like, alright, on to qualifying 2 here. That makes so much more sense now. Alright, is it gonna rain? Not in our time, okay. Go to track, let's drive on out,
Right,
baby.
the car's ready. Let's get it out there.
We have softs again, so we got a chance for another quick lap here. Since we put up 133 last time in qualifying 1, I'm gonna try to put up 134. If I can. Oh, damn. Alright, we got Maroon Team car ahead of us again. I think that's Alfa Romeo. But I can't remember though. We'll kind of cruise here on this quote-unquote formation lap. Let him get plenty ahead. And then we'll be able to cruise. Warm up our tires once again as well. Yeah, let him get plenty ahead, give us space. Because as much as I don't mind people in front of me, I'd rather just not have them in front of me. Rather just race by myself. Because I suck at braking, at least in this game. Yeah, we're cruising around 6th gear right now, so... Looks like Max is also on the track, so that's good. Get a quick time from him this time, instead of having to wait till like 5 minutes left in qualifying. Alright, here we go. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Hopefully nobody's coming out of pit lane and is going to be right in front of us. I saw the Mercedes starting to move, but nobody is in front of us. Perfect. Stay to this right side. Perfect. We're starting to get the hang of this corner here, so that's nice. Corners here. Probably too much brake there, but it's fine. But a fast third sector here, so we should be good. Ocon with 137 flat. See what we can do here. So puts up 136.6. But here we come around with another 133. Oh yeah, this is gonna be our race. Imagine that, American winning a freaking UK track. Not even winning, absolutely destroying a UK track. I thought I saw Max on the track when I was starting mine. Because Leclerc's up there, but Alonso's on Gasly. I mean, we do also have to kind of wait for Bottas. You kind of have to wait for Hamilton and all them. You know, Russell. And there's Max. There we go.
Okay,
They're
just
not
2
bad.
laps of fuel remaining now. Confirmed, we'll
We're just
receive
gonna
you
go
at the
ahead
end
and
of
box
this lap.
this lap already. Because I'm almost a second out from... Yeah, I'm gonna just probably get 134 or something. Which is fine, but... Alright. And that's all we have to really do to start the race and be in the lead, so... Still gonna be interested to see what my team does for the race strategy. Okay, what team is Bottas and Zhao? Ricardo. Alpha Ferrari is Tsunoda. Bottas is Alfa Romeo. Okay, so I got that. And then Tsunoda put up a time. Okay, that's dark green. And then Aston Martin. It's not gray, but it's not. I have no clue what color that is. Let's see, let's look at... It's like a very dark blue. I don't know. Alright, yeah. Okay. Well, Max is currently sitting 5th with a 35.7. Now he's down to 6th. Shit. I think qualifying 3 might be 4th, potentially. It might be top 6. Extra Trey Young to the Wizard. Technically, that was today. But for you, it was yesterday. Technically, I think. Or was it? Yeah, okay. It's top 10 for qualifying 3. Okay. I mean, it's going to be tough because I need... I want at least the Ferraris to be separated. So if Russell can separate Sainz and Leclerc, I'll be happy with that. But I also want Max to be top 4, realistically, so... Or hopefully, I guess, but... Alright, on to qualifying 3. Yeah, I mean... Let's see, they got... The Hawks got Cody Crisper and CJ McCollum, which... I mean, the NBA, the market for the trade values for players are super weird.
Everyone ready? Okay, let's go.
Because, I mean, like, you've seen all these other trades, like Jimmy Butler for basically some or most of the Warriors' future. I mean, the Wizards aren't doing horrible this year. And like I was saying, like, just the trade market for the NBA is, like, there's no true value. Like, you don't know any player's true values anymore. Like, KD's requested a trade so many times, like, his value is still high, but it's not, like, at an all-time high to where it's something that you're willing to sacrifice your entire team for. And then, like, Jimmy Butler, like I was saying, you know, kind of some of the Warriors' future there a little bit. And it's just like, everybody's been scrambled so much, like the Luka trade as well. That was definitely a big one to kind of screw over the market for players. Like, it's gonna be interesting. But I feel like with CJ McCollum, he's gonna be a solid leader for the Hawks. You know, be just like that floor general for them. It's definitely gonna allow Jalen Johnson to expand his wings a lot more as well. And I feel like team chemistry might be, you know, okay for the Hawks. You know, it might not be 100% with CJ and Cody Kispert coming in, but I feel like the Hawks are gonna be fine. Wizards, Trae Young can either make or break that team with Alex Sarr. Because they're losing a forward, but they're getting a solid guard in return with Trae Young. Now, what type of Trae Young are you going to get? That is going to be up for debate. Are you going to get, you know, Trae Young that is going to lead you to the Eastern Conference Finals? Or are you going to get the Trae Young that's going to be injured and be sitting on the bench in Washington? Who knows yet? Just gonna have to kind of wait and see, but they are gonna have a little bit of time for both teams to adjust, since they're gonna have just over half the season to get into playoff shape and get new rotations and everything figured out. So it could potentially be a win-win for both organizations, but it could also be a lose-win for either team. Because like I was saying, the Wizards are doing okay, but they're not, you know, last in the East. But they are also going up against a pretty tough Eastern Conference with Celtics, Knicks, Pistons. You know, in the middle of the pack, you have the Cavs that are going to give you a good run here and there, but
we've only got 2 laps of fuel left.
So, yeah, I don't know. It will be interesting to see Trae Young in DC, but I also feel like there's no bad blood there with him on the Hawks. Like, if he was going to New York, oh yeah, there's gonna be fucking riots on the streets of New York for Trae Young, like. But for DC, it'll be okay. I think just because the Wizards were not so bad, but
Understood.
They
Stopping
weren't
this lap.
playoff bound, so Trae Young wasn't really having any beef with them there. So, yeah, I don't know. I would say give them 20 games each. Give them 20 healthy games. I'm still thinking of that. Let me my career. Let's fit on track. Islanders aren't a bad team. I mean, especially if you're 55, 1-1, like you should be more than fine and win plenty of championships. Because let's see, on the Wizards, and CJ just got there this season, didn't he? Can also be the star. Right, yeah. For the Islanders, you can absolutely step up and be that. Spurs beat Lakers, damn. Nuggets beat Celtics by 4. Thunder win by 4 in OT. Knicks cruise by the Clippers. Magic beat the Nets by 1 in OT. Damn. Blazers up 1 with 6 seconds left. Raptors beat the Hornets by 1. Pistons beat Bulls by 15. Sixers beat Wizards by 21. Hawks beat Pelicans by 17. Trae Young wasn't playing that game, though. Suns beat Grizzlies by almost 20. And then Warriors just beat the Bucks by 7. Oh my god, the Hornets, they beat them by... Let's see, what was it? By 27, yeah. Fuck. Well, they lost back-to-back. They lost by 3 to the Suns the previous night. But then you lose a back-to-back to the Hornets. Like, I mean, the Hornets were hitting some ridiculous shots. But at the same time, like, the fuck? How? Like, it's the Hornets, like, you know? That don't make sense. Okay, box score. Sixers, Wizards. Okay, so Crisper was out to injury or illness. And then I don't see. Let's see summary. CJ McCollum is out as well. What is he out with? Is he injured? Right quad. The fuck? Out due to soreness. Interesting. All 3 of the players involved in that trade are technically injured. That's insane. I think most NBA fans are happy when they lose. Let's see. Stats. Yeah, this was CJ's first year in Washington. And the motherfucker gets traded, or he signed. I think he signed to the Wizards, and then motherfucker gets traded not even halfway through his first season in Washington. That's insane. Oh, 2016 Warriors won. It's cocky. I feel like the 2017 or 2018 Warriors were definitely a little bit more cocky than the 16. 16 had swagger. Like, they knew they were, you know, gonna win almost every single game.
Finished, it's time to remind ourselves once again of our top
Max
3.
gets up to third,
Tiger,
nice.
Leclerc,
But I feel like
Max
with
Verstappen.
the addition of KD,
With qualifying complete, all that remains now is the main event.
18 Warriors were definitely a little bit more cocky, even though they didn't win as many games. They just definitely had more. And then as well as, like, the fact that most people are seeing, like, the egregious non-offensive calls from Shea, or just the Thunder as a whole. A lot of the non-defensive fouls being called on the Thunder. And then, like, when Shea initiates contact, there's a defensive foul being called there instead. Like, I forgot we had a rivalry with... I saw it before the race as well. It's also been an hour and a half, though. But now I have an hour and a half straight for a race. Kind of want to commentate with the 5 seconds left on this Rockets-Blazers game. Blazers are up 3, 5 seconds left in the 4th. Rockets have the ball. Yeah, I've got like a timeout real quick. I mean, I'm at a spot where I don't need to. Rockets have the ball on their side, so they're in the half court, setting up in a 1-2-1. Katie's got the ball, going right. Pull up midi. Misses it, but I think Eason got a putback. It looked good. Calling the floors, they've counted it, I think. Let me see. What's the clip you got? 0.1. Oh, it's still touching his fingertips. No. I think the Blazers won. Damn. So this is a foul. I think the Blazers won. Blazers won. It was like 0.1 with this. He needed to just release it like just a hair second sooner. Damn. Okay. Copy you. Paste you. Volume. Volume. There it is. Okay, restart. Oh, I've seen this one. Yeah. I don't get... I think I've... It's... Yeah, I don't know why there's so much hate from refs on Curry. Let's see. What would I search? How would I even spell that? Shea foul. Horford foul on Shea. What game was this? It was only like a day or two ago. Perfect, shows right there. How's the highlights this work? I want to get like a full... I want to get the full clip, yeah. Okay. So here's where it's like Shea creating the contact. So let me slow it down. Playback speed. So it's like, so there you can kind of see him trying to go towards the rim. And like maybe like 10 years ago, maybe 5, the armbar for the defensive man, that's no call. But because the NBA's evolved to such an egregious offensive minded game, any little contact, even with the arm bar, like I was taught as a kid on offense, use an arm bar so they can't reach in. On defense, you know, you can give a little bit of contact as long as you're not fucking pushing them back. But then it's, as soon as Shea starts to go up for a shot, there's no contact from Horford whatsoever. And that's when Shea starts to go away towards where he ends up. Because, see, like, as soon as he goes back, as soon as he starts to go up, there's nothing, no contact, no armbar from Horford. And then it's just a very clean contest. Shea doesn't even kick out his foot to maybe get that call there. So it's a very one-sided call there. It don't make sense. I don't get how that's a foul. Or, yeah, I don't get how that... Because it shouldn't be. Workstation. Okay. Pre-race, mixed conditions. Yes, I think we... I mean... Looking outside in, you almost have to respect that he's trying to... I had the fucking word and I lost it. You almost have to respect the way he's trying to almost manipulate the game. Because anybody in any professional setting is going to try to find the best way to win at that thing. But at the same time, it's the fact that it's gone on for long enough and the NBA hasn't really done anything about it. I think that's where most people have gotten tired of it. They want the NBA to step up and do something, but they haven't yet. And so that's where, yeah, you get people like you, like, I even hate the way he plays sometimes as well. So at like the start of it, maybe like the last season or 2 seasons ago, it, you know, you could be like, yeah, he's just trying to, you know, find the best way to work around the rules. Because we've seen it before with like Harden doing like the double step back, whatever. You know, like you pump fake and get the guy to jump and then you kind of jump into the guy. Like there's, you know, still players that do that type of manipulation foul there. And it's, you know, like I was saying, a season or 2 ago, it probably was, you know, okay. He's just, yeah, he's trying to find the best workaround. But it's gone on way too long. It's stupid. So yeah, it's very, very, yeah. Yeah, like get into the free throw line, and I can't remember who, but it was just like there were some like ex-pros. They were saying like, oh, this player and this player, like Jordan and Kobe and Giannis, got to the line just as many times, but it's the way they're doing it. And people knew that they were just fucking blowing shit there, like. Yeah, like when Harden manipulating for a foul, yeah, he only did it like 5 times a game. He only got to the line 5. And Shea, it's almost like not every foul, but it's almost every foul. Individually, absolutely, yeah, I'm taking Harden over SGA as like a good point guard who can, keep morale up and, somewhat lead a team. I might take SGA just for like morale and being able to handle the ball and somewhat shoot and have a solid mid-range, good free throw shooter. But band for band, I'm going Harden all day. All right. 52 laps. Let's get it. Let's see what kind of strategy our engineers can cook up. Because there's definitely points where it's like, I almost just want to watch the Thunder games just to hope that they lose.
Along, then, to Great Britain and the Great Silverstone
and with the Hornets and Suns loss back to back, do we start seeing teams study a lot of film on those games to
3.6 miles of
see how to shut SGA down and stop the bullshit?
To the Formula One faithful. We have 18 corners that wrap around this former World War II airbase, and some good passing opportunities.
I don't personally know hockey, but like,
DRS zones.
Yeah, something for like McDavid trying to draw a penalty or something.
Take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race. Tiger lines up on pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today,
Max should be third, so
Verstappen, Sainz,
as long as he can either get in front of Leclerc or split the Ferraris, we should be good.
Fernando Alonso,
I also saw Hamilton didn't get qualifying position.
Vettel, Gasly, Esteban Ocon,
where the hell did he finish?
Magnussen, Mick Schumacher, Alex Albon, and Daniel
Did he finish last? Did he get a penalty?
Further back after an earlier grid penalty. Stroll and Nicholas Latifi.
I'm blind. I didn't see where
it's almost time for those
Hamilton finished or starts.
Let's see who Anthony Davidson joins me once again in the commentary box.
Oh well. Okay, race strategy.
The team's home race. We're all relying on you to impress today.
Interesting. That one's 6 seconds slower. Apparently it's gonna rain, so like we gotta get intermediates in there potentially, no? Oh, I can't even do intermediates. What the hell? Alright, remove stint. Let's move the pit window. Okay. How long can hard tire revert the strategy? 33 laps on medium tires. I don't like that. I like the one pit strategy though. Let's do. See, what's the max time? 3.4. 26 and 26. Let's go 3 seconds flat. I like that. Because I think the medium compound lasts 26 laps, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, I like that. Select you. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, we might have to do an audible mid race and get some intermediates on, but we should be fine. Alright. Back, that's right. Let's get it. Oh, fuel. So we have 52 laps. Give me 56. Give me 4 more laps. Perfect. Plus 398. Plus 4.04. Perfect. Let's do it. Seems like a false start.
Okay, we're monitoring somewhere on the internal combustion engine. Be aware that we're going to start to see a loss of power.
Oh shit. Alright, Leclerc gets a great start. We should be able to catch up pretty quick. I mean, we're right there, so. Stabbing gets a very slow start down to fifth. Yikes. Alright. Second place isn't bad starting. Should be able to pass him relatively quickly. Like that, beautiful. Now we just gotta protect our lead, hopefully try to get a good gap here on him now. Oh my gosh, Max is down into 6th at least. Don't like that. Ooh, don't like that turn either. I don't like both Ferraris and both Mercedes being back to back on the leaderboard. Well, we'll give it some time, see what kind of race strategies everybody comes up with. See what Brain has in store for us as well. That's going to be our biggest question. The biggest variable for this race is when and what kind of rain are we going to expect. It's on the forecast, but it isn't till later in the race, so I would maybe expect it around lap 30, 35, but we are on hard compounds. Ferraris and Mercedes go soft and medium, so they're probably I would say Leclerc is probably going to stop strategy, and then the other 4 maybe a 1-stop strategy. But with us being faster than everybody else on the field today, we absolutely have an advantage with just the 1-stop going hard compound to medium. Since we can definitely be quicker in that second half of the race. So we will just have to wait and see though as well what they do pit stop wise. We've already got 2 seconds on Leclerc. That's beautiful. Just gotta hope we don't get anything puncture-wise on our tires, because then we're gonna have to make up hell of ground. 142 first lap and go with 139 lap for the second lap.
Within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
Thankfully, though, to start the race is sunny, so we will definitely be able to tell when the rain starts to fall. Max falls in another position. Let's McLaren. I mean, Max wasn't doing great in that second qualifying. I think he was 6th. So hopefully he can have a solid, second or third stint in this race. through like the second half or last third of this race, hopefully you can make a solid comeback and get up at least into top 4. As much as I don't want any of the Mercedes getting closer, I want the Ferraris to be split, so. So last comes on February 9th. Probably like NBA All-Star Weekend. If you're taking a 3-week break. I don't know if you can check your calendar. What kind of calendar you have in NHL. Or schedule, whatever. 90 now? Shit. Hell yeah. And interesting. So you're one of the better players in the league and you didn't participate in an All-Star Weekend? Interesting. I know in the older NHL games you have, you can see your schedule through like a calendar type. That's interesting that... Yeah.
Okay, expect to see some rain about 10 to 15 minutes from now.
Alright, so... I'm already expecting a little bit of rain, so... 10 to 15 minutes, that'd be about... Yeah, right? 10 to 15 minutes, probably around lap 15 then, if we're thinking. You're saying expect rain in 10 laps? The fuck? I was expecting around like lap 35, and you're saying 10 minutes? What the hell? It's interesting. Yeah. Well, I mean, with 2K, they just want you to spend money to get the VC, the virtual currency. And so, if you're actually, like, trying to grind my career out and actually play the games, yeah, it's gonna take a little bit more. And I think with, like, 2K25 compared to, like, 24, they upped the requirement of VC needed to max your player out, if I remember correctly. And I don't know if they did that from 25 to 26 as well, if they made the requirement of VC more. But it's, you know, VC versus skill points with NHL, which I don't know how much that changes year over year. And like with skill points, obviously skill, so depending on how well you're playing, that's gonna obviously impact how fast you can, how quickly you can upgrade your player. Alright, there we go. Russell up into thirds. What's the Ferraris? So still got a lot of race left though, but yeah, like Sainz just repasses Russell. Damn.
Gap to your teammate behind is 13.5 seconds.
30 seconds ahead of Max already. Motherfucker's back in like 7th behind McLaren. See if we can see him on the map. There's McLaren, there's Max. Yeah, he's in 7th still. next straightaway, I'm gonna try to get a weather report, see if they change their minds on time-wise for... weather report.
So we're expecting rain in about 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, dry seem like the best tyre for now.
Still 10 to 15 minutes, interesting. Force Spinoco. Yeah, I'm sure you'll find the back of the net eventually. Russell and Sainz are having a good battle. Hamilton's right there with him as well. McLaren and Max are probably having a solid battle, but they're still a little bit behind top 5 right now. Max is losing more position on that McLaren.
Leclerc behind. Okay, the gap behind is 10.0 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. Their tyres are 6 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. And the time last lap was a 1:40.6.
They're doing a one-stop strategy with... what? Soft compounds? Interesting. One-stop strategy with softs. See, told you. What the hell is Sainz's strategy then? Leclerc's on old soft, so he's gonna have to pit here soon. What the hell is the... Is Ferrari hoping that the rain will fall sooner? And then just go to intermediates after softs? And then once the rain gives up, go to mediums? I don't understand. And Leclerc could definitely be going to hard compound if he's starting with softs. That way he can go the 40 laps that he needs. That would make the most sense, but I've got no idea. Damn, second goal already? Yeah, I'd probably say you're the best rookie if you have fucking 300 points now in the season. A bit of light on there, but... I can actually check rival
They're currently 5th. The difference is 15.0 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. We think they've got one more stop. Time last lap was a 1:40.7.
So Hamilton's my rival, right? He's on mediums. What the hell is my engineer smoking at in the fucking box player? Did I hear that correctly?
They're currently 5th. Okay, so the gap is 15.7 seconds. Okay, they're on old softs. We think they've got one more stop.
What
The last lap time was a 1:40.7.
So the game says they're on mediums. Engineer says they're on softs. The only one top 5 with softs is Leclerc. They're saying 5th. Let's see what he's saying about my teammate.
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 20.5 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards. They're sitting in 7th. And the time last lap was a 1 minute 40.9.
Okay, he's on fresh hards apparently. I should have checked what compound he was on when he was in third, and I could see him. He fell way too quickly for me to see. Because by the time I realized, fucking, I was second, he was already sixth. For all I know, he could be on softs as well. Max could be on soft compound and not hard, but fuck if I know, my engineer's probably high as a bat. Probably got the purest booger sugar up there. He's like, yeah, I think they have soft compound tires, they looked red. Maybe like 5 more laps, and apparently that's when the rain's supposed to start falling. Clouds seem to be more clouds than there were about 5 laps ago, so if I need to switch to intermediates, I absolutely can. If I can rock hard compound tire for 30 laps, I should be good. Let's see, pit window, lap 32. That's what I thought. So we got 3 extra laps of fuel, so let's start trying to conserve some of that. It's already consumed about a lap of extra fuel. This one's a little bit tough though to try to conserve fuel. Because like on turn 1, you can just kind of full throttle through there. So you don't really have to let off the gas and then apply some brake. But a little bit of the rest of the race should be able to conserve some decent fuel. Like, here's another one. Yeah, as soon as we kind of probably hit that full throttle through there, but and then through here as well. I mean, we're already almost a fifth of the way done with this race now, so.
Okay, we don't think we're far away from rain now. I'll keep you updated as conditions change.
Yeah, it's definitely getting a little bit more cloudy than interesting. Let's see, once we start, gonna be rejoining about 6th, so what we're gonna do is, if we start seeing rain, we're gonna wait a lap, wait for everybody else to pit, give us enough time to get enough of a lead to get back into first after setting intermediates. we just need 2 Ferraris and 2 Mercedes. We need both Ferraris and both Mercedes to hit first. Or at least 2 to 3 of the 4 total. And then we'll pit, grab our intermediate tires, and we should be good to maintain our lead in first. The only thing that would fuck us over would be somebody crashing and screwing up with a formation lap behind the what's it called? Behind the pace car. Okay,
Max is coming in for his stop. Gap to your teammate behind is 28.0 seconds.
Is he going in for intermediates? No shot. There's rain now.
There's a new strategy available on the MFD. Understood. Copy that.
Well, we're gonna skip a lap until everybody else pits. I'm gonna go an extra lap. So I don't want to pit before everybody else.
Okay, the stewards have now disabled DRS. DRS is now disabled.
We would be in second. I don't want to, but fuck it. Let's hope that Leclerc stops. Yeah, rain is starting to come down a little bit heavier. I don't know if we'd be able to make it another lap. Maxes it down to 9th. Shit. Alright, 2.8, that's not bad. We can go 45 laps, so we can honestly finish the race on intermediates, but we'll probably be able to set... Leclerc does pit, yes. Sainz stays out, I think?
Look after these tyres now. We want to finish the race
out
in this compound.
right there. We get ahead of him, perfect. Well, we're on intermediates. We have the better tire for the weather. Everybody else pitted or boxed, perfect. Honestly, good call by the engineers to have Max box like a lap or 2 before the rain actually started. Okay, a little bit of a different race now here with braking and throttle. And just like that, we've already got a 10-second lead on Russell. Yeah, we had qualifying practice down with clean track, and now we got just a completely different race here. Basically just a completely different track due to the conditions. But we took the risk and had Leclerc and Hamilton, mainly Leclerc pit, and it worked out. The risk worked because we were able to re-enter at second with Leclerc staying out. But since he stayed, now Sainz and Russell are more than likely going to hit this lap now and get themselves on the intermediates. Yep, there they both go. So they're probably gonna go back to third and fourth. Leclerc and Hamilton go up to first and second and third. Still fourth and fifth yet. And there they go. Russell can get out. Some signs still there. Norris and Verstappen, Max is in pit. The intermediate tires worked out for Max. Beautiful. That separates the Ferrari and the Mercedes even more, which is beautiful for us. And then once the rain clears up at the end of the race, probably around lap 45-ish, 40, 45 hopefully, we can put Max on mediums or something, and he can pass Lando. I hope. It is going to get a little bit English. Rain is going to be more, there's going to be more rain, I think, here soon, but then it should clear up a little bit and then be fully done after that. How are we at fuel-wise? 3.2, sweet. And an extra 1/10 of a lap somewhere. Let's try to get a...
These conditions don't look like they're shifting. We're predicting at least 20 minutes of heavy rainfall. Inters seem to be the fastest tyre for now.
20 minutes, okay. So probably around lap 30 then. Okay, we can go back to medium compound to finish the race then. Not too bad. I might pause on our second pit stop. After the rain stops, I might go get some water. A little bit. I can't remember if this has been like the worst rain. I think I've had worse. I can't remember if I've gone to full wets before, full wet compound, or if I've just ran intermediate tires, what I'm running right now. I can't remember. I think there's one race when I was still in like F2 that I had to use full wets during the one race weekend. I can't remember exactly. So there's been worse conditions I think I've experienced in the game before, but yeah, one of the worst conditions that I've raced before, so I don't think the worst, but definitely getting up there. It's such a change of pace, because you go from putting up like 137 times, 138, 139 to fucking fucking 147s. Like 10 seconds slower just because of rain. Well, we're starting to catch up to some people, get some back markers letting up soon.
And the gap behind us is 37.5 seconds.
I think here in a couple more laps, I think maybe lap 20 or 21 will ask for another weather report. See if it's gone down from 20 minutes to maybe like 10, 15 minutes. Well, Max is closing in on Norris, so might be able to move up to 4th here soon. And if Norris and Max can battle enough to catch up to Hamilton, that'll be even better. There's Leclerc and Russell right there, damn, a little bit further back than I was expecting. That pit stop, or not Leclerc and Hamilton, but it's Sainz and Russell, that's who it was. Them not being able to do pit stops kind of on the same lap kind of screwed them over, but it's the sucky part about F1 with only having one pit stop, or one box. 2 teammates, 1 box. I mean, you can pit stop, you can pit on the same lap.
Okay, so the gap to the car behind is 41.7 seconds.
You can pit on the same lap. I think Ferrari did it before. It's just very tough because you got to get 2 sets of everything ready, and for the guys who change tires, you got to be, you know, back to back. But you know, guys with jacks, you got to get in and out.
And we're
everything.
Still happy that we're on the right tires at the moment.
Starting to catch up to a little group here. Engineer says the intermediates are still the best tire, which obviously it's still raining.
Forecasts suggest the rain's going to be lightening up over the next 10 to 15 minutes or so. You should start finding more grip as we clear the standing water.
Okay, well, we don't have to ask for a weather report. Another 5-ish laps, it's going to clear up. So we're going to go to the outside. Gets behind us, perfect. Alright, there's one car down. Group of 4 here with, who's the other, Ricciardo, Daniel Ricciardo, all the way back here. Damn, I think that's 20th if I'm not mistaken. We're gonna go back to the other side. Beautiful. Got a Haas driver right here, and then we got a McLaren right here with Daniel Ricardo. Interesting. That's gonna really mess up their constructors champion or constructor standings with having Ricardo so far back. It's either Vettel or who's the other Aston Martin driver? I can't remember. At least they have Norris fighting for top 5 for McLaren, so. And of course, you know, Daniel just has to even it out with, you know, 20. Remember, this is either Vettel. Oh, I just had his name and it slipped my mind. Damn. Not Russell. Russell's Mercedes. Lance Stroll. That's it. I was like, who's the guy that is like notorious for crashing on certain tracks? As it was either Stroll or Vettel. I'm assuming that that's Stroll, but yeah, you never know. Fucking Ricardo's down in 20th, so like anything can happen. Anybody could be at any position. Fucking Max is in 5th. I want him to be like top 3, but apparently that's not happening. Coming up on a couple more drivers. It's like the first, or the second of 2 Alfa Romeos. Maybe Alpha Tauri as well. Maybe an Alpine driver. Second Aston Martin's up there as well. I'll ask for a weather report here when we hit the checkered flag.
It might be worth thinking about putting a set of full wets on. We've seen a few teams change over already.
Oh, wets? What the hell?
Max is coming in for his stop.
Don't tell me he's putting on full wets.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option. Okay, copy that.
Shit. Hamilton in the pits. You going for full wets? Oh my god, everybody's going for full wets. Is it really raining that much harder? Holy shit.
It's still not a perfect situation, but I don't think we've got cause to move on to a different tyre yet.
And then he just says, don't move on to a different tire. What the fuck? Make up your mind. I like that it's
There's a new strategy available on the MFD.
Let's see what the strategy is. Why are they wanting me to
Got
go to
that
full
confirmed.
wets? I don't understand. I feel like it's almost a little bit, you know, new user friendly. Obviously, if you're like completely brand new to F1, you know, you might not be the best suited for, you know, a game like this, but if you just want to do like something casual and just race, because like something like Assetto Corsa and like other simulating racing games, I feel like are a little bit intense, unless you have prior knowledge of them. Everybody's full wets, what the hell? Like, if you have at least a little bit of knowledge about F1, you know, what I do is probably, like, you can still have a fun experience with it. Like, just set the settings super, not like super easy, but, you know, decently easy. And then, like I said, compared to other simulator racing games, I feel like F1 games are a little bit easier to get into. I would say you could probably try NASCAR as well. But I also feel like if you want a racing game,
check your MFD for a new strategy option.
I would go F1 instead of NASCAR, because NASCAR, you're mostly going to find ovals with a little bit of circuit tracks.
Confirmed.
While F1, you're constantly getting circuits to where it's lefts and rights, not just lefts. NASCAR can be fun if that's, you know, what you're more into, but if you're wanting just a racing game, F1 is probably the way to go as a beginner for racing. Because, like, with Assetto Corsa, you know, there's certain DLCs that you may want to buy to make the game more fun. Forza's alright. That's more arcadey. Because, like, if you can find a cheaper steering wheel, F1 will work just fine. But, like, certain games don't like off-brand steering wheels. I think, like, I have Assetto Corsa, and I can't remember how difficult it was to set up my steering wheel, since I don't have, like, a Logitech steering wheel. But, like, F1, my steering wheel works just fantastic with it, so, like, it is a little gimmicky, so I still have to use a controller here and there, but if that's my biggest complaint, that
There's a new strategy available on the MFD.
If I have to sometimes use a controller, big deal. Like, I feel like if that's my biggest complaint, the game's fine. I can live with that. I don't want full wets. I'm doing just fine. What the fuck was my last time? Last lap time.
Okay, so that last lap was a 1:49.0.
Okay, I am slowing down a little bit, but so I was at a 1:47.
It's hard to say if Inters or wets are better right now.
Okay, my team's wanting me to go to full wets, and yet my engineer is saying that, oh, we don't know if you want full wets or intermediates. Like, make up your mind. I don't think it's raining more than it was 20 minutes ago. If I don't have to stop, I'm not gonna. I may have to, but right now I don't think I have to. I think I'm good to just run intermediates. Especially since I think the rain will end soon. So if I don't have to stop again, that's just gonna let me continue my lead. Because I can put medium compound on, finish the race.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
I'm not putting the full wet compound
Copy
on.
that.
see if I can change that. I don't think I can change to say stop giving me new pit stop strategy. In real life I'd be able to, but I don't think in game I can. So I guess just every lap.
We've seen a couple of moments from other cars in the last lap or so. The intermediates are definitely starting to struggle. Might be time to move on to the full wet.
Now he's suggesting full wets, okay. But it's like, if I switch to full wets for 2 laps, like... We'll get a weather report next lap. Right now, if I can continue catching Sainz and Russell right here, I'm gonna keep the intermediates. I'm pretty sure everybody else is on full wets. I want to say everybody pitted. I would be surprised if there's anybody left with intermediate tires except for me.
There's a new strategy available on the MFD. Understood. Copy that.
Max is in 4th ahead of Lando, so that's good for us. Now he's just got to make his way up into 3rd, hopefully, at least.
So the rain's easing off a bit, but the track is still going to be wet for a while. Be careful.
Rain's easing up. There we go. See, I would have pitted either last lap or this lap for full wets just to re-pit again. Like, it doesn't make sense. Now, if I pitted for full wets when everybody else did, I probably would have been fine, but if I can just run what I have, I'll be fine. Because, yeah, I'm fucking catching up to Sainz right now. Almost. Like, they probably have a little bit more grip on the corners with their full wet compound, but that's fine. Like there, I was just able to let off the throttle and make turn 1, no problem. Since I've been able to adjust to the rain, I'm doing just fine. Alright, let's get a weather report.
The rain's getting lighter now, but it's going to take a while for the track to dry out. Okay, full wets seem to be the fastest tyre for now.
Okay, so full wets is the fastest tire, but rain is lightening up. So...
check your MFD for a new strategy option.
half a dozen one or the other, honestly.
Okay, copy that.
If I stay, I'll be fine. If I change, I'll be, 2 seconds faster on my lap time. See, I'm still making time on Leclerc. I went from 130 to 131. Yeah, I think just during the corners, they're having a little bit more grip than me. Obviously. And my tires are a few laps old, so... once the rain completely stops, we'll once again be able to switch to a dry compound tire and finish the race strong. Yeah, again, a little wide on a few turns here and there, but that's honestly expected with technically not the best tire for right now, and my tires are a little bit worn. Check. About a quarter on each tire, so that's not bad. with a quarter worn tire, 23 laps to go. The risk of just keeping the intermediates is gonna work out in my favor. I already know. I wanted to have my pit stop strategy to
available on the MFD.
include intermediates, but
got that confirmed.
I don't know why it didn't allow me to, since we knew there was going to be rain on the forecast. Just gonna wait till this rain lightens up. Getting a little squirrely here during a few turns. How are we looking fuel-wise? Not bad. I think the rain's definitely helping us conserve some fuel, so that's good. Don't think we'll be able to catch up to Sainz and Russell here with the rain, but if we can keep a competitive distance / somewhat keep them in our sights on the corners, we should be able to pass them no problem once the rain stops. So I guess
check your MFD
there.
for a new strategy option. Confirmed.
Get a weather report.
Inters and wets will probably have very similar pace at the moment.
Okay, Inters and wet, similar pace. So rain is definitely lightening up then if we can keep same or similar pace. And the rain has definitely lined up on the screen. Still there, but I wish I said when I asked for driver in front, it gave me how far away I am from Sainz right now instead of, oh no, you're in the lead, nobody's in front of you. Like, squirrely there, that's fine though. Yeah, Inters are definitely making. I'm definitely feeling the grip a little bit more right now. There's like 2 laps where I was like, I might consider going in for wets, but right now I'm feeling the grip of the intermediates again, so should be able to utilize these for another 5 to 10 laps.
ETA on this rain clearing up is about 10 minutes, so just keep your concentration out there, you're doing well.
10 more minutes, probably 5-ish laps. Maybe 5 to 7 laps. And then probably 7 to 10 laps we'll be able to switch to dry compound and finish the race nice and quickly.
The track's drying, but it's going to take a while to clear the standing water offline. Don't start thinking about slicks just yet.
This motherfucker can read my mind.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
soon as we get to turn 1 or past the checkered flag here. Let me get past turn 1 here real quick. I don't know, where's a good place to fucking pause? I don't know. Oh, there's signs past now. I will try to... Okay, DRS is on right here. It's a good place to pause. Okay. I have to go get more water. I need to get a bigger water bottle. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, back. I was gonna go get water. Like I said, I was gonna get it during my second pit stop, but I guess you kind of forced my hand on that one. Alright, on the straightaway. Here we go. So we just passed Signs, coming up on Russell now here. And we've got Norris and Match right ahead of him here, so... Yeah, acceleration on the corners with full wets is definitely the play. But total lap / total track, intermediates are probably the play. Like I said, there's only a couple laps there that I was actually considering wets. But my team wanted me to have full wet compound for like 10 laps. It was like right after putting on intermediates, they're like, okay, switch to wets now.
The fastest lap at this point in time is a 1 minute 37.6.
Hey, that's me. Okay, so if we can, as soon as we can pass Norris, we're gonna allow Max to get that much more of a lead on him. He's already got a solid lead. He's closing in on Hamilton to fight for third. Hope that when I pass Max, it's not going to screw him up too much for position. Because as much as I, want to pass him, I don't want to screw him up position-wise to where I screw us up as a team for the Constructors' Championship. If I pass somebody else and screw up, say, like Norris, and I cause him to go having to have him slow down for another few seconds, it's no big deal. But my teammate, yeah. Hopefully the rain will clear up and we can pit before that happens. Let's see, like here, it's kind of an awkward position to have Norris back off the back markers. Because now it's just going to slow him down quite a bit. Which, like I said, for Norris, that's fine. But for Max, I don't know when they're gonna have him blue flags for back markers. So hopefully we can make it quick. Like right here, perfect. It's like beautiful pass. Kind of a little bit of a quicker pass there. Hopefully we can catch up to Hamilton pretty quickly and cause him to slow down a little bit here. Kind of. Hopefully Max can catch back up now. Hamilton. Is this Leclerc here? Shit. There's that car behind me right now. Either Alpha Ferrari or Alpine. That may screw over Max for... He's going into the pits, okay. He's probably
Max
switching.
Is in the pits. Max in the pits.
Switch back to intermediates, I bet. Shit. Don't tell me everybody's gonna pit back to intermediates. When's my pit window? No idea. Well, we can really just pit whenever, but I would say next lap we're probably going to see most, if not everybody, pit again, and then come back out with intermediates, or potentially even dries.
Okay, be aware, the grip levels are going to start falling away soon.
We maybe have them to go to dries a little bit sooner than I'm wanting, but we're up to 40, 50%, 40%, okay. It's not horrible.
Okay, information on Sainz. They've got an issue with their car, they're going to be slow.
Interesting. Oh, there goes a Ferrari and... Yeah, there's Leclerc and Hamilton bits. I didn't know if it was Sainz and Russell or Leclerc and Norris in a second now. And there's Leclerc and Hamilton in the intermediates. Called it. And everybody's
okay,
going to go to
looks like
Indy.
some of those puddles are clearing. We're still definitely on the right tyre for the time being, but we're probably not a million miles away from slick conditions.
I kind of called it from the beginning of the race. About lap 40, we're probably going to be back onto regular dries, so yep, Max is on intermediates now as well. The only one is, or not the only one, but Norris and Russell, but they haven't pitted yet, so we'll probably pit next lap, and then that's gonna put Max 4th behind Leclerc and Russell. Or no, that's gonna put him 3rd behind Leclerc. Yes, I can count. Going up on a few more cars. Looks like an Alfa Romeo and a Aston Martin. Aston Martin pits, okay. That's AlphaTauri, I think, like, yeah, because that's, not Sonoda, but fucking, oh, I know who it is. We saw it at the beginning. We saw it at the beginning during like, practice or whatever. It's Alfa Romeo. See if we can see what car or team this is. It looks like AlphaTauri. It is, okay. We're gonna take the outside on that turn. Beautiful. Okay, so the like gray is AlphaTauri. That's what I thought. I just could not remember to save my life. You got Haas, Alpine coming up. Should be Alpine, right? No, I don't remember what. No, it's not like bright blue. Bright blue's Alpine, which is up ahead, but ahead of the Haas. Don't remember what that like regular blue is. Every time I play this game, there's always like one or two teams that slip my mind. It's like I see the colors. I know what teams there are on the grid. I just can never remember to put 2 and 2 together. Don't mind. Trying to get the switch back on me, but not gonna work. Slash not gonna happen. Seems like the track is clearing up quite a bit. Not 100% yet, obviously, but not looking too bad. We're still about 3 laps of fuel, so we're gonna absolutely be able to cruise for the rest of this race. Who crashed? Somebody probably spun out. Oh, Vettel's out of the session. Interesting. I think we just passed Vettel then, because we passed an Aston Martin. That's what caution was about. I'm like, maybe somebody just spun. Nope, Vettel's out of the session. We'll be able to catch this outline here next turn or two. Didn't realize he was going so far wide there. Catch him on the inside here. Vettel's still on the out? Damn. You know, we're cruising through this track if Vettel's still on the side there. What our last lap was.
Okay, so that last lap was a 1:42.1.
1:42, okay. Yeah, track is definitely clear enough. We might be able to get to slicks by lap 45, maybe lap 42. Probably when they give me a new strategy in my MFD. I'll probably take it because it'll be mediums
The
or
new
something.
strategy available on the MFD.
Soft lap 40. We'll keep
Copy.
We'll go one more lap. We'll let it clear one more lap, and then I'll set mediums. We'll let everybody pit.
Okay, I think it might just be about time to come and change these tyres.
Yeah, probably.
And some information on Leclerc. Right, they've got a serious car issue. It looks like they're retiring.
Wow. Well, that's somewhat good news for us. Pass me then.
Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
I'm not gonna use softs. Oh, medium, yes.
Copy that.
I was waiting for it. I didn't want the softs because I still got 10 laps to go. Softs are gonna be fucking riddled by lap 50. If I win at 41, or if I win at lap 40 by 50, it would have been fucking. You could look at them wrong and they would.
We expect you'll be noticing a bit of grip loss in the tyres around now, so just be careful.
It would have been fucking more brittle than a grandma at the age of 120. Perfect, okay. Vettel and Leclerc out. That's crazy. Max is in second now. And honestly, that guarantees him a top 3 finish. With Leclerc out. Even if he finishes behind Hamilton, that's still top 3. Because he can pass Lando. 2.6, perfect. I think I went a little long on the intermediates, but it's fine. Everybody else is on softs, but I didn't get my medium use because I was on hards to start the race. That's fine. Still
The turbocharger's on its last legs. Let's try to keep mileage on it to a minimum.
Still on a still ahead of full lap of everybody. I didn't hear what my engineer said. Try to get him to repeat engineer.
The turbocharger's on its last legs. Let's try to keep mileage on it to a minimum.
Turbocharger's on its last leg, okay. We'll probably have to replace it then after this race, but that's fine. That was honestly expected, I think. Probably should have gone softs, but yeah, it's fine. Still got 10 full laps, so medium compound will last me. Pit stop though, so a good second and third sector here, so we might be able to set a fastest lap overall. I know we've got 137.6, see if we can get down to 135. Solid first sector. It's fine, we're coming up on not checkered flag, but the finish line. Good second sector. We'll be able to catch him. Like I said, I'm hoping for 135. That would give us a good... He just said 37.5. I'm hoping for 35. 36.5. Yes. Take that, Russell. Tire should be plenty warm now. See if we can get that to 136 flat or even potentially 135. We also have last lap. Final 2 laps that we can absolutely just gun it with our DRS, not DRS, but our battery. Probably could have gone soft compound and would have been fine, but yeah, it's whatever. If he sets a 135, if he sets a faster time than us, we'll swap to softs just to make sure that we get the fastest time. Damn, 136.4, not bad. Like I said, we should be fine with mediums, but you never know. in on 6 laps to go. It's a bad turn by us, but it's fine. About 135, 136 again. If we can stay on the track, that is, during that turn. .136 flat, nice. Yeah, we'll be fine. Can't stay on the track during that turn. Either go cut it way too short or can't turn it sharp enough. I don't think anybody's gonna get it. They all have old soft, so yeah, 37.5 is gonna be the quickest time with Russell there.
That's just 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Well, good thing we only have 2 laps remaining in the race. Our turbocharger or just our right rear wing?
DRS will be offline. There's a fault with the rear wing system. Stay out. We can work on a fix remotely.
So it is the rear wing. Problem with the DRS system, but yeah, thankfully we've already got our lead. We have a victory within our sights. I'm seeing top left now. Obviously, both the Red Bulls being back-to-back, myself and Max, like that, but I don't like both Mercedes being back-to-back. Obviously, if Leclerc was still in the race, he would probably be third, and that would, keep them separated, but it's either Leclerc stays, either he gets fourth and separates the Mercedes, or he gets out and they don't get any points. So it is kind of it's a win-lose situation there. Because Ferrari doesn't get points, but Mercedes are stuck back-to-back on the standings for this race, which, yeah, I don't know how I feel. It's very mixed. I like that Leclerc happened to get out of the session, or out of this session, but at the same time, I'd rather have him in and at least either push down both Mercedes and have them 4th and 5th, or separate them, have them 3rd and 5th. So at least Max is going to finish 2nd, though, hopefully. A little bit of a wide turn there, but that's fine.
Right, we've got enough fuel for 3 more laps.
Thankfully, we're coming up on the final lap of the race there, Mr. Engineer. I really need to figure out what my engineer's name is. Final lap, that's good.
Okay, this is your final lap of the race.
So 1:35.7, damn. McLaren just came out of pits, interesting. On lap like 50, 51, wow. I don't know what kind of race strategy requires you to hit on lap 50, but it's kind of a bad second sector here for us, but should still somewhat should be green. No, that's red, yeah. Hopefully we can make it up in this 3rd sector. But that will do it.
Oh, you worked hard for that one. Congratulations, well done.
Albon, driver of the day? Are you kidding me?
Well, they've done a brilliant job, I must say, under some intense
Why do you
pressure
show that
to
ugly
take a
bitch every
well-earned
single
victory
time?
here at the British Grand Prix.
Maybe if she had like a different hairstyle or a
Anthony,
better hairstyle, it wouldn't be as
what was
bad.
it that helped them achieve this success?
Well, I honestly feel it was down to the driver and car today. I mean, we can talk driver skill all day, but if you don't have a solid team to back that, you're never going to get anywhere. When you hit that sweet spot of having both an excellent driver and an incredible car, that's when you see results like those we witnessed today.
Here come today's winners. The team at Red Bull have done a phenomenal job recently, and it's clear to see that they've put in the work, and they should be so proud of the victory they've secured here.
Very nice to see 3 Red Bull shirts up there. Myself, Mr. Verstappen, and of course our constructors. Oh my god, excuse me.
So let's see what effect this result has had on the drivers' standings. Tiger increases their championship lead. Well, after an incredible day of racing, who was your driver of the day, Ant?
Well, it's absolutely got to be Alexander Albon, no hesitation. He put in a performance today that's only going to build further upon his already growing reputation.
It's time to see how things are shaping up in the Constructors' Championship.
22 points.
And pulling further ahead in the standings, it's Red Bull. There was also a strong showing from the Mercedes team today, as they make their way up the standings. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.
Yeah, fucking 4 stops, 5 stops for Norris. 4. Obviously 3 stops for these two, but they DNF'd. Zhao, that was the Alfa Romeo. And then it's Sonata, which he's Haas right there. Or not, he's Alpha Ferrari, yeah. Hell yeah. Alright. Damn. Oh, we're still ahead, but... Alright. Almost halfway through a driver reclaim. Yeah, on the rival, definitely need to get... Hamilton definitely needs to have a bad race here next race or 2. Because otherwise he's just kind of hang along with me. Okay. Flare hub, let me pick up my trophy. Beautiful. Vehicle, yeah. Turbocharger. Yeah, kind of on its last leg. Let's see. Yeah, anything over 400 laps, we gotta move on. So I mean, add another race and we're gonna have to be switching gearbox units again. But the turbocharger, I mean, we're up to what, 402, 546. So I mean, we could probably get one more race out of this unit if we need. And the turbocharger, is up to 500. We have 46 laps left. So let's fit our third unit. And then we have to energy stores 493 as well. So we'll put on the second unit there. No penalty, perfect. And then we're up to 493 on all. Fucking just replace the whole engine at this point. Probably just gonna be doing, probably gonna have to do this again. Here in another couple of races. But we'll do that when we get there. Because I think once we get our first unit out of our control electronics, we'll get a fourth. And then same thing, once we, just make our way down with components, get another one. And then we have an ability to get a sixth gearbox if we need, so I think yeah, like I said, if we need, we can probably get one more race weekend out of our gearbox and get it up to like 470, 490, so our contract expires in a week. Do I have any driver perks? I don't, because I don't have enough money. That's right. Let's see, 275, 230, fucking $500,000. Definitely want. Probably gonna go with power mapping so we can get some engine wear reduction. But we only got 50 grand. I need $250,000, $500,000. But we add another trophy to the collection. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Nine of the 10 races, not bad. Like I said, it's going to be a very close battle for third. I mean, it's a four-way race right now. Between Leclerc, between Ferrari and Mercedes, basically. With Leclerc and Sainz only separated by 11. And then Hamilton 3 points back from Leclerc. And Russell only 5 points back from Hamilton, so yeah, it's gonna be a little interesting to see. Let's see. 5 races remaining. So we got Austria, France, Hungary, Belgium, and the Netherlands. So right before Monza, we'll see how we finish against Lewis. Okay. Oh man. Fuck, it's 12:30. Oh, and then you use, okay. Supercar. I think I have all the supercars if I remember correctly. I don't remember how to buy more. I don't know. Alright. But that will do it for me for tonight. Let's see, today is now Thursday, that's right. So, yeah. Still get a stream technically today and then Friday, okay. Yeah, I'll get it. Okay. Well, Light Screen says thank y'all for watching. Anybody in the future, thank you for watching as well. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you could, drop a follow to all the socials down below. Helps me out in the most simplest way possible. And yeah. Gamer, you're probably fucking passed out, but thanks for hanging out, as always. But of course, as always, until next time.